Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. He concludes in all caps, "God bless America!" exclamation point. That from Donald Trump at the medical facility now in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and my goodness, you can see, as we saw these photos, you could see his bloodied ear and that blood across his face and his cheek there as well. And one of our guests, Peter Friselli, who was on moments ago, said, based on how, guns and trajectory and sound work, he probably was hit before he even realized the sound of what he was hearing. And we saw him before he hit the ground, that he reached up to touch his ear. So as we've said repeatedly, the fact that this person was shooting at the former president of the United States, a current presidential contender, and within millimeters, centimeters, I mean, a difference, you were right there by his temple, and clearly it appears now that was the intention, was to take this man out. And what a miracle that he was not hit, that it wasn't just even a fraction of a measurement different, and you see him reacting in that moment.
Guy Charlie, stand by. I want to go back to the scene now. Correspondent Alexis McAdams has more from people that she is talking with. There's a little bit of daylight left. The days are long this year. It's kind of nice in the summertime, but mid-July, that summer heat in Pennsylvania must have been a remarkable day for so many tens of thousands who showed up for a rally to support a man that they want to put back in the White House. But this day is ending in a much different fashion. Alexis.
Bill, that's right. A hot day here and a humid day in Butler, Pennsylvania, where people waited for hours because they love former President Donald Trump. Everybody we talked to out here wanted to hear and, get a glimpse of him. And we got on that stage, he talked about some of his hot topics as usual during that, those rallies. There was the music playing, the excitement building, and then you heard a series of loud pops, which we're hearing from law enforcement officials was now gunshots. So I'm going to walk you this way a little bit. I want to take you here so we can talk with some of the people who were close and heard what happened and saw what happened. So you were there. You said your son was even closer to the man who ended up actually getting killed here at this rally. Tell me what you saw.
Well, we were supposed to be down there where my son was, but it was so hot and sunny that we decided to seek shade up, way up. So we weren't down where it happened, but my son was. And as soon as we heard what happened, I called him immediately, and he just said, "I'm okay." He goes, "I can't talk right now." And he was on the ground. And then that's all we knew. We just stayed up where we were. We were way up on top of the hill.
When you heard those pops, did you know that they were gunshots? Did you think that they were gunshots?
It took me so by surprise, but I knew that wasn't normal. I knew something was wrong, and people were running. Instantly, people were running and screaming to get out. And we just didn't know what to do. And the first thing I did was call my son.
And your son was pretty close to that man who was shot. Did he describe kind of what it looked like? Was that man was he taken out by authorities?
He was. He said there was blood everywhere. People were splattered with blood. Yeah.